Well, today everybody, in this video, I figured I'd sit down with you and share with you all the guitars that I used to write, record, and create my brand new album. That's right everybody, I've been teasing it for so long, and guys, we are about, give or take, 2 weeks at the time of this video being released from everything rolling out. So it's just going to be a whirlwind of a lot of cool stuff coming out, some music related stuff, i.e. some new songs, some guitar related stuff, which we'll talk about here very shortly in this video. Long story short, man, I have a lot of stuff that is going to be just revealed and just thrown at you guys, and I just can't wait for you guys to be along for the journey with me. So this album that I created is a huge collaborative effort with a lot of my friends in the music business. And the idea with this album, I wanted to kind of do the Led Zeppelin 2 thing. Let me explain. Led Zeppelin 2 was recorded all over the globe when the band was touring in support for their first album, right? And if you listen to Led Zeppelin 2, a lot of their songs sound vastly different from one another. So what does Led Zeppelin 2 have to do with my album? Well, since there's so many different people on my album and every single person recorded in a different spot in the country, that just makes it just a different sonic space and a different vibe and feel from song to song. It's not drastic, but what I'm getting at is this. I wanted to lean into that, and for every single song, I wanted to use a different guitar, or almost a different guitar for every single track. I personally wanted to do something different. In a world where we're all using the same ampsons and the same MIDI drums and all that stuff, I kind of wanted to just scrap all that and do something different, something fresh, and give each song its own kind of just vibe and feel and dynamic. So be on the lookout for this album in the very near future. Be sure to follow me on Spotify so you don't miss it. Thank you to everybody who's continuing to support me and support the first album that I created. And like I've said in several videos, it's only a matter of time before everybody else catches up. Alright, so let's start talking about guitars now, alright? So the first guitar that I have, on the album is a 7-string. Yes, everybody, this is a Kiesel A2 tuned down to drop A. I'm starting this video off sharing this guitar because in my opinion, I think I wrote the best song on the album, and if not the best song, certainly my favorite. The song's called Bounce because it makes you do the very thing. It makes you bounce, it makes you bob your head. It's got ripping solos, awesome ambient leads, and high gain tones, all the above, using this beautiful Kiesel A2 with the Kiesel lithium pickups and a 25.5-inch scale with a roasted maple neck, bolt-on, mahogany body. Yeah, this guitar is awesome, man. I actually went on tour with this guitar. This was my main touring guitar this past spring here in 2023. I was a hired gun for a band, but right before I went on tour, I wrote the song that I'm talking about because anytime I get a new piece of gear, I feel incredibly inspired and arguably the most inspired to create something, and the song that I came up using this guitar is absolutely awesome. So be on the lookout for that, man. But yeah, dude, some 7-string stuff. We got some 7-string material on the album. Come on now, you knew this guitar was going to be in this video. This is my 2022 Gibson Les Paul Custom with the snapped off and now repaired headstock that I did myself. And shout out to all the professional luthiers out there who watch my videos. I didn't realize there were so many of you that watch my videos, and there's so many of you guys that telling me how I did my repair wrong and how it wouldn't last a week, a month, 2 months. We're now give or take 4 or 5 months, and this guitar's headstock's still on. Thank you so much to all the professionals out there for giving me advice and telling me how wrong I am. I had no idea there were so many professional luthiers out there. Thank you for watching. So think about my first album, like songs like Lucky Number 10, Resurgence, A Starlit Cavern, songs like that kind of vibe. Well, I have several songs like that on my new album using this guitar, and this guitar was used mostly as the rhythm stuff and a few lead stuff as well. At the time when I recorded the album and the songs using this guitar, I had the Utopia bridge pickup, the Steve Vai DiMarzio, and that pickup sounds absolutely amazing. So yeah, dude, drop C sharp. This guitar's all over it. Speaking of drop C sharp, this guitar, the famous gritty guitar, the Solar Ape 2.6 neon orange guitar, this guitar was used, I think, exclusively for all the double drop C sharp stuff. Double drop C sharp, what am I talking about? Say that 5 times fast. Double drop C sharp. Double drop C sharp. Yeah, dude, so basically what I do is I take my fluff bridge pickup, I put it in voice 3, I split it, then use the Digicheck drop pedal, and I get some absolutely gnarly sounds. Again, going back to the first album, think of a song like Neck Brace. Yeah, dude, like that sounds super gnarly. I got a couple songs on the album using that vibe, that tone, that sound, and this guitar was the tool for that job. Sticking in Solar guitar land, look at this thing, huh? Blast from the past. This is my Solar 2.6 baritone E-type. This guitar I used for one song, the last song on the album, and it was the first song that I wrote. So, first song I wrote, last song on the album, a song called Smile, for the obvious. I like this guitar, but however, the E shape just isn't really comfortable for me personally. I know a lot of people love Explorers and everything that looks like an Explorer. You know, nothing against the shape or anything like that, but it's just not necessarily my favorite thing. However, I felt inspired to write a song with it. And I did so. Up next, we have one of my favorite guitars of all time. This is my Balaguer Custom Select Toro baritone 30-inch guitar, tuned down to drop F, loaded with some EMG Jazzmaster pickups. This guitar was used on one song, a song with Christian Machado, formerly of Il Nino, now Lions at the Gate, and it's an absolute bop of a song. I love it so much. Little anecdote about this guitar. I loved my time with Balaguer guitars. They're great people, really cool team, all the above, and they make incredible instruments. I was dreaming of maybe one day this guitar could have been like a signature guitar or a limited run, you know, with Balaguer guitars. It wasn't meant to be, but I'm so thankful because this guitar allowed me to do my own personal R&D for my actual signature guitar that will be announced very, very soon. So, dropping that on you guys right now. Yes, be on the lookout for that. I'm so thankful and honored. That'll all come out in due time, but this guitar is heavily responsible for my actual signature guitar. So for that, I have to thank Balaguer Guitars. But yeah, on the album, used on one song with Fernando and Christian from Lions at the Gate. Probably the most beautiful guitar of all time. This is my TWS custom guitar that I got during Black Friday of 2022. Similar to a lot of guitars, as soon as I got it, I wrote a song, put it in my back pocket, and kept it until now, August 2023. So I've been sitting on it for 10 months. This guitar was used for a song in drop C, and the song is a game called 31, a nice little tip of the hat to Rob Zombie. At the time, it had Seymour Duncan, Nazgul, and Sensia pickups. Now it's got the Tim Henson ones, but yeah, dude, those Seymour Duncans, they rip, dude, and I created a really cool song with it, again, with Fernando on drums. And last but not least, surprise, surprise, yes, the tried and true Squier Vintage Modified Baritone Jazzmaster is used predominantly in the drop F stuff on the album. I'm so thankful I had this guitar, and I love this guitar to death. This guitar is essentially responsible for me carving out my own niche and my own identity as being a baritone guitar player. There's so many guitars that have come really, really close to this guitar, but this is still my baby. Doesn't even really play the best, but it sounds amazing. It looks cool. It's all dinged up. It's been toured with. It's been gigged with, obviously, all the above. I love it, man, and I'm just so, like, stoked, for lack of a better description, that I continue to come back to this thing and continue to write really, really cool songs with it. You knew this was going to be in here, and I'm just, again, stoked that I continue to create with it. So everybody, those are all the guitars that I used to create my album. Like I said in the beginning of this video, we are right around the corner. I know I've been teasing it. I know it's been a while for those of you guys anticipating it, but we're right there, man. I have some really cool news coming out that I've kind of hinted at and explained in this video, and yeah, we're right there, okay? So with that being said, everybody, thank you so much for watching. Again, be sure to follow me on Spotify if you haven't done so. Thank you so much in advance. Be sure to subscribe on your way out the door. With that being said, I'm out of here, and I'll see you guys very, very soon. Thanks for hanging out with me today. See you later.